Hello everyone. Aroha Media brings you a very interesting assignment. In this, we will see how to create a nicely animated birthday greeting card which is easy to make in Flash. So let's get started. As always, firstly, take a new fresh Flash document for this new assignment. Now we need to import the reference image file from its located file path. For this, go to File menu, Import, Import to Stage, or simply press Ctrl+R as its shortcut key. Select this reference image file and click on Open to get it on our work area. You can view a beautiful happy birthday image file on stage. Rename its layer as Image. Before moving ahead, let's save this file first at a desired folder path. Name this file as Birthday Card. As said before, this image is the reference file for the Flash birthday card. In previous assignments, we have learned to vector the objects in different groups from reference image. Similarly, here too, we have to vector each and every element or object in different groups. Right now, we will directly work on the file where we have kept ready the vectored objects. On screen, you will notice that above the image layer, we have a new layer with all the vectored elements. You can take your time and vector the objects along with the text correctly. Moving ahead with the animation part, extend the frames as per the needed animation duration. Here, we are extending the frames up to 300 frames. Press F5 as shortcut key to extend the frames in timeline. All the vectored elements are grabbed together and go to Modify menu, Convert to Symbol, or press F8 as shortcut key. Name this symbol as Scene. Select the behavior type as graphic symbol and keep the registration point at center. Now, all vectored elements are converted to one single graphic symbol. Double-click to enter inside this symbol. Again, grab all the objects and press Ctrl+Shift+D to distribute each element on different layer. Delete the blank layer. View that background, cake, text, gifts, flowers and balloons are in different layers. For animation purpose, convert each and every element in different graphic symbol as well. And extend the frame duration to same 300 frames. Currently, all the elements are still. We need to create an animated card. So, let's start with the animation part. Press Ctrl+Shift+W key to toggle the stage and view the complete work area. Hide all the layers except the top flower layer which is supposed to be animated now. On this layer, press F6 at 250th frame. On this 250th frame, shift the flower element to the right side. Right-click between the two keys and create motion twin. Now, we can see the flower movements from left to right. But as this image graphic is of a small length, it's getting cut halfway off its motion. Toggle the stage area whenever needed using the toggle key, Ctrl+Shift+W. To correct it, select the key of the graphic and double-click on the image to enter its symbol. Extend this flower band using the copy of the same band available. This is the easiest and fastest way to extend any of the elements during the animation. And view the complete uncut graphic motion of the top flower band. This looks good. Similarly, we will animate the flower band at bottom. On this bottom side flower band layer, press F6 to insert a new keyframe at the 250th frame. That is the same duration of the top flower band animation. On this keyframe, shift the flower band at the left side. This flower band graphic is also short, so double-click to step inside the symbol. Hold Alt key on the keyboard and duplicate the band to extend its length in the same way as we did for the top flower band. Exit to the scene symbol. Move the band more towards the left. Check the movement of the flower bands again. Try to match the motion speed so as we get a pleasant effect. For now, this flower band animation part is done. So, moving ahead, let's select the next element, balloons. Hold its first keyframe in the timeline and shift it to the frame number from where we need to start the balloon animation. Right now, we have shifted it to the 56th frame number. Previous frames automatically become blank. Press F6 to create a new keyframe at 101st frame. On its first key, shift the balloons downwards off the screen to make it appear on screen from down. Set balloons position on 101st frame too. Now, right-click between these keys and create motion twin. We can view how the balloons appear on screen from behind the flower band. As we know, balloons never remain still. So, let's add the keyframes ahead in the balloon layer to show them floating. Add one at 106th frame and apply motion twin between the keys. Press Ctrl plus F3 to open the Properties panel. From the Properties panel as well, you can assign motion twin between the keys. Press F6 to insert another keyframe at 136th and 128th frame numbers. On 128th frame, pick Free Transform tool from Tools panel and slightly rotate the balloons to the left. As the balloon's registration point is already set at the bottom center while creating the symbol, it rotates in the proper direction as needed. On 136th frame, rotate the balloons slightly towards right. Right-click on the in-between frames to create motion twin between the keys. We can view the balloon's movement once it appears on screen. Hold and shift the keys to extend the frame duration. For smoother animation, hold the motion twinned frames and click on Edit option in the Properties panel. Here, we are adding some ease in, ease out values. This gives softer movements to the elements. We have already learned about the ease in, ease out values in the previous assignments. Let us make the balloons move in the same manner further. For that, grab the frames from 106th key to 156th key. Hold down the Alt key on keyboard and paste the frames ahead. This will keep the animation timing as well as balloons floating animation identical. Do it one more time to extend the balloons animation. Now, let's check it from the start. Firstly, we see the flower bands animation and then smoothly balloons appearing on screen. Then once settled, they start floating there itself. Here, you can add or remove the keyframes as per your choice. Even you can vary the frame duration for animation. Next are the gifts. Let's make them appear on screen in a different manner. Hold its first key and shift it to 107th frame to start its animation from there. So, the GIFs animation will start once the balloons are settled on screen. Press F6 to insert the next keyframe at 156th frame. On its first key, move the GIFs to the left out of screen. Toggle the stage area with Ctrl+Shift+W and view the GIFs are placed exactly outside the animation area. In the timeline, right-click between the GIFs 2 keyframes and apply Motion Twin. We can see the GIFs entering the animation area to its set position. Toggle the stage area again to view only the stage area and the GIFs entering the screen. Here, we complete the GIFs animation part. Now, let's select the Happy Birthday text to animate. Shift the text keyframe from where you need to start its animation. Currently, we are placing it at 111th frame number. Add one more keyframe at 156th frame number. We will use a different style to animate the text part. Select the Happy Birthday text on its first key and press Ctrl+Alt+S to get Scale and Rotate panel. Scale it down with 50 value. Press Ctrl+Alt+S again and scale it down by 50 value for one more time. Press Ctrl+F3 to open Properties panel. Grab the text on its first key again and select the Alpha option from Colors drop-down menu in Properties panel. Reduce its alpha value to the lowest to make the text almost disappear. You can also set its value to exact 0. Now, right-click between these keys and create Motion Twin. We can see the text appearing on screen. To make it appear slow, extend the frame duration. Even select any in-between frame and click on Edit option from Properties panel to vary the ease in or ease out values. These values make the object to play smoothly. Let's view the animation from the beginning. Flower bands are moving continuously, and except the cake, the rest of the elements appear one by one on screen. Once the whole animation is viewed, we can vary the element's animation duration as per our choice. Right now, we are changing the frame duration for balloons to make them appear earlier for smoother results. Remains the cake element. If we have a closer look at the cake, its candles have very static flames which can be animated. So, double-click and step inside the cake symbol. This symbol is already distributed in 3 different layers. Out of these, layer 3 contains the static flames. If you remember, in one of the previous tutorial, we have already studied candle assignment along with the animated flames. Open that same candle flash file from its folder path. Now, copy this animated flame symbol from this ready file and just paste it on the blank frame of layer 4 in the current birthday greeting assignment file. This is the best way to reuse the previously created material. Reuse of the material in its best way helps to reduce the production time with the best output. Zoom towards the candle area to match the flame over the candles. Press Ctrl+Alt+S to scale down the flame size. In more towards the candles to place the flame. Duplicate these animated flames and place them over the remaining 2 candles as well. hold down the Alt key to duplicate the flame. After this, first of all, delete the previous static flames layer from the timeline. If you extend some of the frames, you will see the flame animation the same way we created in the candle file. So, we don't have to waste our effort in creating the flame animation again. Shift the flame layer below the candle layer. This will not overlap the flame animation over the candle area. So these flame positions to the center of the candles. Once the flames work is done, extend all the layer frames up to 300 frames, which is the exact length of our main animation part too. Exit to the scene symbol and view the overall animation. Reuse of the candle flames animation gives a nice and satisfying output. Exit to the main scene 1 and have a look at the complete output. One by one, every element is getting animated perfectly. So, the animation part is done. Now, we will add fade in and fade out to the overall greeting animation in this scene 1. This will make the greeting card appear on stage. For that, let's press F6 and add a new keyframe at frame number 30. Select the very first keyframe and press Ctrl plus F3 for the Properties panel. Grab the image file on that keyframe. Now, from this color drop-down menu, choose Tint option. Once the Tint option is selected, we see the default black color besides it and more tint value controllers. Slide and give 100 value for the black tint. The main screen completely goes black. Coming back to the timeline, right-click between these two keys and assign Motion Twin. The greeting card seems like it's fading in on screen. Moving ahead on the same layer, add two new keyframes at the end of the layer, that is, on 261 and on 300. On this 300th frame, apply the same amount of black tint on the image. Right-click between these keys and create Motion Twin. So the greeting card seems like it's fading out at the end. Now, let's view the complete greeting card along with the fade in and fade out effect. We see the greeting card appearing on stage and then every element is getting animated as said, and at the end the greeting card fades out with the same effect. So finally, our animation part is done. File menu, Publish Settings. We get a Publish Settings panel. We need just the SWF output. So, in the Formats tab, remove the check on the HTML selection. Then, open Flash tab. Here, slide and give 100 value to the JPEG quality. If you have used the sound file too for the greeting, then go to the Settings option in front of Audio event and put its quality to the best. Now, click on the Publish option below. We can view the file getting published with the given settings. When done, open the published SWF file. By default, the published file is saved in the same folder of the original file. Watching the final output, we can anytime go for some more changes in the animation file. As now, we are increasing the fade-in time for the greeting. Again with the same publish settings, you can publish the SWF format and replace the output file. Through the final output one more time to view the changes done. Thus, we are here with the beautiful birthday card using previously learned tricks and techniques. We created nicely vectored elements from the reference image. We used simple motion tween technique for the animation, reuse of the candle flames, and at the end, fade in and fade out effect for complete animation file. Similarly, you can create your own digital greeting cards. You can send the SWF file to your loved ones on their birthdays. You can also add your own elements, your own designs, and your own tricks and techniques in the animation for more interesting results. Hope you find this tutorial useful. Aroha Media will be back with some more interesting stuff. Till then, keep creating. Thank you for watching.